Whoa, 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 what's going on, guys? Hopefully, we're all doing well. I hope we're doing all well. What a day, what a day, what a day. Beautiful out today. Little under seasonal weather wise, but for the most part it's sunny and relatively warmer. It's not hot. It's not the, late 20s into the 30s kind of business, but we're in the early 20s, I believe, something like that. But hey, it is what it is. It's still the spring. It's technically not the summer yet, and we all know. While here, the summer is fucking brutal. It's absolutely brutal. I mean, in terms of humidity, it's just unbearable at times. We're talking about up into the 40s sometimes, and that's a jump of like 10 degrees in humidity alone. It's just insane. Insane. But anyways, I hope you're all doing well today, this afternoon, this evening there in the UK. Hey Michael, how's it going? Good to see you. Let me just see. Priority. Thanks for popping in. First time. Thank you. Really appreciate the support. Let's go down. Hey, Admit, how are you? Always good to see you. Always good. Chaos, good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well. Let's just go down here. Dazzy, of course, always good to see you. Take care. Well, you're taking off, but take care if you're taking off. But anyways, and let's see. Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's go down. I'm missing people. I know I have James. What's going on? Friday House, always good to see you. And of course, Tim and Pump. What's going on, Pump? Hope you're doing well. 96 would be the end of me. Ooh, yeah, it's brutal, man. But thankfully, we haven't had that that kind of weather yet. But I can almost anticipate it because it's going to happen sooner or later. It's like poof, it just like all of a sudden you have a string of heat, humidity, and bang, it's like your AC is running the rest of the summer. You're done. You know, done. Um, got some good news today, sort of. Well, some good news. I mean, I saw the doc today and gave me a clean bill of health. Yes, yes. And therefore, I'm going to celebrate with you guys, having a little brew. Mm-mm-mm. It's always good. But I don't know about you guys going into going into the hospital. I don't care where it is, but I got white coat syndrome. I honestly, my blood pressure skyrockets. It's like, I don't want to be here. And no matter what I do to like try to, calm it down, it doesn't work. It just doesn't happen. So quite literally, they have to write down white coat syndrome. White. Hey Tom, how are you? Good to see you. It's 92 Fahrenheit, so 33. Yeah, that's yeah, but what it gets to here. Um, Not today though. Let's see. Today, currently, we're sitting at 17, feels like 17. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Uh, but by the end of the week, we're getting into, let's see here. Friday, we're looking at, feels like 30, so that's what, 92 Fahrenheit, something like that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So I don't know. Crazy. And yeah, I hear you guys are getting like crazy heat in the UK. You guys are crazy, a heat wave sort of thing going on there. And you guys have been getting it quite often lately, right? Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Michael. Did you guys catch the live there with our good friend Richard Palmisano? Great. The guy's awesome. The guy is awesome. He quite literally, when you've been researching and investigating the paranormal for almost 5 decades. 5 decades. Think about it, folks. 5 decades. You've seen it all. You've experienced it all. Um, and I mean, when I say Richard has investigated, he's a thorough guy, man. He's thorough. He's thorough about everything. He looks at it from all angles possible. All, all, all angles possible. And again, he's very approachable. If you don't agree with something he presents, by all means, approach him. Let him know. I mean, you have to. You have to be like that in the paranormal, right? I mean, you do. Good stuff, James. I think you'll really enjoy having him on your show to talk about the gadgets. He's a gadget guy. He loves his gadgets, and we're talking about traditional gadgets, right? Hey, Sage, how are you? Good to see you. Happy working, I suppose. Nah, it's never happy working, is it? But you got to do what you got to do, right? Um, you know, he, like I said, he continuously battles the elements, and has for 5 decades. There are a lot of people who enter the realm of paranormal investigating that drop out within months, within a couple years, whatever, because it becomes tedious and boring, blah blah blah. And in this day and age, drama, drama, and you've got the battle between the debunkers and the fakers, and oh my god, it doesn't look good for the people who are serious about looking at the paranormal. It makes it even harder. It really does. It makes it really hard. You know. Hey Susan, how are you? Good to see you. Always good to see you. Hope everything's well. It makes it increasingly tough for people who are legitimately investigating and researching paranormal, and have been for many years. People who are in the background, in the background, that are doing the hard work, that's doing the essential work. They're the ones that are forwarding knowledge, our knowledge, and the boundaries of the paranormal as we know it, outside the scientific sort of realm. They're the ones that are doing the much necessary experimentation, and the data collecting, and so on and so on. You know, not these guys. A lot of these guys that go onto YouTube and whatever just plaster shit out there and say, "Oh, look, I got evidence," when you don't, right? Come on. It's all for likes, subscribes, and comments and everything else. By the way, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and leave your comments. This won't be a long one tonight. Today, I've got a lot of work I've got to tend to, but I figured I'd come in. I was going to come in earlier, but getting prepped for my doc, and so on and so on, and poor Ozzy, he's still recovering. He's almost finished his recovery, so he's doing really well. Thank you, Pump. You're awesome, dude. Really appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. Let me just yeah, let me like that. Awesome. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate it. And again, I think we're about halfway, maybe about halfway to our goal for paying for the whole year. I might pay out of pocket for one more month out of pocket for StreamYard, and then but then I don't know, maybe it depends, because our season finale may be the 7th or the 14th. If it's the 14th, then I'll probably pay out of pocket for a month, and then because we're the end of the season, right? The last the finale will be for season 18. Holy crap, Jesus, time flies. We've done 18 seasons of this. 18. We've talked to so many people from all walks of the paranormal realm and beyond. Wow. Some really a lot of big wigs. A lot of big wigs. Right? Again, thank you, Pump. You kick ass, dude. You kick ass. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I like and I we've had some, a lot of big wigs in the paranormal on here. A lot of not necessarily just the paranormal. In film, we've had a lot of people from film, the UFO community, psychology, after death research, all sorts of fucking people on this. The people that are doing the hard work on the show, on the show. And this next year, I think next season, I'm not saying next year, next season, which starts in September, I think we're going to go back to that. We're going to go back to the basics with bringing on some people, guests that I think will be, quite, intriguing for you guys to watch and listen to, because there are a lot of people out there doing some important research, that have written some really important documents, that have carried out some important experimentation, that know the ins and outs of frequencies and so on and so on, the elements that many paranormal investigators rely on, and in many cases don't even pay attention to. They don't pay attention to, you know and as Richard pointed out last night, one of the most important things to do is to collect data. Collect data. Collect everything. Collect it. Because you may not understand the data you're collecting, but somebody may be able to help you with it. And you need that. You need that. It's vital to collect the data. Even if it's to show somebody who might have the ins and outs on how to read that data, you know? Because let's face it, there's a lot of people out there that simply they get into the game and they quite literally just throw anything out there. Throw the pitch, and I'll tell you right now, it's probably going to be a strikeout because you're going to be scrutinized beyond belief, critiqued beyond belief, and unfortunately, in this day and age, bashed. It's sad the amount of bullying that is going on. It's just sad. It really is. It really is. And a lot of people are afraid to share their findings, and fear of ridicule, being laughed at. I mean, a lot of people get into this field and don't tell people they're in it because they don't want people to laugh at them, thinking that's crazy. I don't give a shit if you think I'm crazy. I am crazy. I know I'm crazy. I know I'm strange. I know that. And I love it. I love being, in this realm. Even if I wanted to leave it, I don't think it would let me leave it. You know, because my senses and everything else are so heightened to stuff going on a lot more now over the past, almost 30 years that I've been investigating the paranormal. You know, I don't like a bully. Neither do I. Neither do I admit. I don't think anyone likes a bully. And I think a lot of times, and this goes for the people that are lurking in chat, I'm sure, bullying is yeah, it's bullshit. And there are a lot of people who may think they're not bullying when they're bullying. I mean, you really have to people you really have to be aware of how, and I am going to personally um throw out there. You know, I myself, I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. I am, and I do apologize. I do apologize to certain people, that I stepped over the lines with certain people, and I do apologize for it. I really do. I really uh, blew a gasket, and yeah, I just reacted, and I shouldn't have, and I wholeheartedly apologize for that. um and I have no problems doing it individually. I don't, but I'm just putting it out there now. There's a lot of people who are guilty of it, that won't save face, that won't admit it, and you have to admit it. You just do. Absolutely admit it. It is a safe space here. It is, and I like to keep it that way. I don't want any bullying. You know, So lead by example, right? And I need to come clean with a lot of things. Well, not a lot of things, but just certain events that I might have been a part of, that I just really shouldn't have been. I don't take part in drama. I don't like drama. I think drama is just pure bullshit. You don't gain it. You don't gain anything by drama. Um, and I know there are people who feed off it. People absolutely feed upon it, gain upon it. Mistakes and things you take responsibility, learn. Absolutely, Sage. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Well said. Well said. And that's the thing. And I just yeah. I mean, I guess at times I could be very strong in opinions, but this wasn't that. Like I said, I was not. I don't partake in drama. I just don't. There's no sense in it. There's no need for it. Just like bullying, there's no need for it. And I will be the first one to correct myself when I get into that realm. I blew a gasket, and I absolutely apologize for the things that I said. Um, I really do. And I just yeah, there was no grounds for the things that I said, and yeah, I just want to apologize. Okay. Thank you, Admit. I really appreciate that. And I like to think that I do respect. I do respect you all, like I do, and I do appreciate the support that you have all given this show over the years. You guys rock. I mean, if it wasn't for you guys, Alex and I would just say screw this shit. We just wouldn't bother. We wouldn't bother. Quite frankly, you're the reason why we do this continuously. Strong opinion is opinion, and you're not forced to accept it person. Absolutely, absolutely, Friday, James. Absolutely, yeah. But I mean, not necessarily the opinion, but maybe the content that I blurted out. I think it was in a fit of anger, boiling point anger. I said some stuff I shouldn't on another live stream, and yeah, I'll be the first one to admit that I was wrong in many cases, and and I do apologize. Uh, I'm just reading the chat here. Yeah, absolutely. Bullying is a dirty word, really. I mean, and you just you know what? Zero tolerance. I just don't want the drama. And if I feel that you are bringing the drama on, I will just quite simply buy. And the mods, I would expect the same of the mods. I cleaned up the mods, by the way, a little bit. And I do appreciate you guys modding the guys that are mods, the guys and gals that mod. I do. Look at, if anyone wants to bring the drama, just sayonara. Don't think twice about it. Just do it. I'm not gonna put up with it. Zero tolerance. Right. Uh, Absolutely, Sage. And I think that's why we're all here. We all want to understand. We all want we all want answers as to what is going on. You know, and I mean, that is why I began investigating 30 years ago, researching and investigating, because I wanted to know the truth. And I knew it was an uphill battle, tough, because I mean, we're talking about stuff that science, maybe in certain pockets, might be able to kind of give us an answer, a little bit of an answer, but there's a reason why it's called the paranormal. It's unknown to science. It's outside our current scope of understanding. There are far more absolutely priority. Yeah, yeah, wholeheartedly agree. We don't, yeah, and that's why I just don't deal with drama. I just don't. And number one, I don't think people want to come here to fucking put up with the drama. They don't want to. They don't want, because honestly, it just becomes a shit show. And I do get people love it. I do know people love drama. They love it. They absolutely love it. Oh, and and it all starts with the clickbait titles, right? The clickbait titles. Oh yeah, those are the ones that invite drama. And let me tell you, there are people out there that invite it in. And then when they get the drama, they turn around and say, "I'm a victim. I'm a victim." You invited it in. You're not the victim. Okay. And that happens quite often. Um, but anyways, enough. Move on. I wanted to get that out there because I don't know who's lurking. Who's lurking? Maybe somebody's lurking. I don't know, but whatever. You know who you are, and I do apologize. And I absolutely have no problems whatsoever approaching you one on one, to apologizing to your face and so on and so on. But there we go. Anyways, so what did you guys think of last night's show with Richard? On a scale of 1 to 10, what did you think? Come on, let's get those numbers out. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think? How'd you like Richard? Come on, the guy knows his stuff. Not all victims play the victim. No, they don't pump, but I'm saying certain people do. I said certain people. I'm not saying all people. Certain people do. Right? Certain people invite the drama in, and when they get it, all of a sudden they can't handle it. It becomes, okay, you're the guilty one. Um, 10. Michael says 10. Sage says it was good. Well, I knew Friday was going to give it a 10. I just had the gadgets in behind alone were enough to draw James. No, but seriously, hopefully, if you're having trouble, get if Richard doesn't get back to you, let me know, and I will definitely relay with him on getting him on your show, because you know, he's a traditional guy when it comes to the net. He needs a new camera. And his internet's not the best where he is, because he's out in the middle of nowhere. He's in the middle of the boonies, right? So as you can see, like his camera wasn't the best last night. It never is, but you know what? Oh yeah, he is very interesting, admit, extremely interesting, and it's been a while. I don't even know. Hold on, I don't even know if I got a picture. Hold on, let me see if I got this picture. I got a picture somewhere of Richard and I, and this was a while ago. Let me see if I can find it on my phone. And I think this was just before the vid. Let's see here. What I'll do is I'll upload it to the PC. And you'll see how much Richard has changed over the years. I have too, but I'm pretty sure it was before the vid. Bear with me, guys. Sorry. So many photos on my phone is not funny. I need to do a photo dump in a large way because I need a new phone. This phone is archaic now. Boondock. Yeah, exactly. Okay, where is it? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're here somewhere. And this was probably the last photo that we had taken together. The last time that we had met. We would meet up every once in a while. Oh, here we go. This was, August 11th, 2019. Okay, let me just send it to my email. And you'll see how much she's changed over the years. Okay, hold on. I'm just waiting for it to show up in the. Yeah, Admit does a wonderful job. She does a great job, and I really commend you. And thank you very much, Admit, for doing the job that you're doing. You're awesome. You spread the news. You bring people in. You do a wonderful job. Thank you. As always. This thing's taking forever to load up. Okay, come on. Let's go. It's taking forever, which is weird. I'm gonna share something with you guys too. Because it's only short. Let's see. The Witch's Gate. I'm gonna share it with you guys before it goes live. I have to fix it anyways. Because there's a couple parts that are pretty screwed up in the rendering. I gotta re-edit it, but I'll show you some raw clips. Okay, this thing is taking forever. Come on. Before I move on here, let's go. What's taking so long? Make sure it's sent okay. Okay, there we go. For some reason, it didn't send. It's sent now. So, all right. So here's Richard and I back in 2019. 2019. Damn. 2019. 2019. Wow, look at that. We've both gotten grayer. We've both gotten grayer. But he's investigated for almost 5 decades, close to 50 years now. And yeah, don't I, right? It's because my glasses are on top. I fucking hate glasses. They drive me nuts. But I don't like contacts. I don't like putting things in my eyes. I just don't like putting things in my eyes. They suck. But there's Richard and I in 2019, before the vid isolated us all. Little did we know that was going to happen. But we would get together every once in a while and talk about the paranormal. We would just literally talk about the paranormal, right? Everything from investigating. Richard has come out a few times with myself and the group that I created 20 years ago, Southern Ontario Paranormal Society, and he's conducted investigations with us. I've yet to go out with him. His investigations are, because he's in an area it's very it's quite far actually. So he's moved since that picture had been taken. But anyways, okay, so I'm going to, here you go. I'm gonna play the Witch's Gate of Doan's Hollow for you guys. Oh my god, it took off on me. Okay, hold on a sec here. Let me just, if I lose, no. Hold on. Hopefully I will not disappear. If I disappear, I'll be right back, guys. Hopefully it won't disappear though. Okay. Okay. And again, this is not the There's an issue with the rendering. So I'm going to have to like double check the edits and stuff like that. I don't know if it's a transitional thing, whatever, but you know, I wanted to get this ready today, but I'm not going to be able to get it ready today. Maybe later on tonight. But I'll show you guys. It's only about roughly about 6-7 minutes long. I'll give you guys a sneak peek at the possible end result. So you guys are going to get the first viewing of The Witch's Gate. Well, the raw. The raw. The raw. Okay, here we go. Okay. Like I said, there's certain areas that kind of suck. Let's see. Video file. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we
His
go.
gate of Doan's Hollow. Legend says, few return from there.
Let's find out.
All right, guys. We're here at the famous Witch's Gate, or the Doan's Hollow Cemetery. It has the world famous, I shouldn't say world famous, but the famous Witch's Gate, thought to have keep the evil spirits either in
Kept
or out.
Hey, keep. What am I thinking?
Well, let's go in and take a look.
And like I said last night, see the pixelization. I don't know why I did that, so I gotta fix that. But I got stuck going through this gate. Literally stuck. It happened on the way out too.
So, we'll go take a look at the...
Yep, turnstile.
Now, this is a loyalist cemetery. And I'm curious if there is any evil spirits or witches or anything that's supposed to be kept out. Who exactly could it possibly be?
But look at how the
I'm wondering if there's any DeForsts buried here.
The cemetery was set up in the late 1700s. And a majority of the people buried there now were the mid to late 1800s. Exactly, admit. They believed that iron and metal would repel evil spirits in. Some people believe that kept the evil in, and others believe it kept them out.
Now, a lot of these are from the mid
to late 1800s.
And again, at one point, these were all scattered throughout this large plot of
Metal one
land.
right there. I don't see any divorce though.
And they simply didn't have the money to, ground penetrating radar to see where the bodies were buried, and quite literally where
So the
each one was actually buried.
what's intriguing about this again?
A lot of the
is
information,
the Witch's
the
Gate.
documentation of these cemeteries has
now-
been lost or never taken.
Rather that is true or not, that it was built to ward off evil spirits, or keep them in. But as you can see, most of these are from the mid to late 1800s.
As you can see, it's a rather large plot of land. And as you can see, the rendering didn't come out very well. I don't know why. And I'm using DaVinci for it, so you're going to see as I go through the gate again.
And there you go. Doan's Hollow Cemetery.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah,
That's such a
famous
cool looking gate.
Witch's Gate.
Stuck. Such a cool fucking gate. I love that. And quite literally, I did a general search, and there's not many of them left, if any of those left. They're very rare, which is cool. Right? Which is cool. But there you go. There's my little walkthrough of Doan's Hollow. And again, the gate itself was late 1700s, I believe. Take care, Friday. Thanks for popping in. Have a great one. Yeah, exactly. You too. It was installed, and they quite literally believed that it would like literally repel evil spirits away from the loved ones that were buried in that cemetery. And of course, there's a school of thought that that's actually the opposite. They wanted to keep the evil spirits in from escaping. Technically, that is to keep animals from entering the cemetery itself, those gates, because they couldn't enter. But whatever. It's a very unique, very interesting, very intriguing story, nonetheless. And whatever it's for, it's just cool. I absolutely love the architect of that gate. It's just, I had to go see it when I looked it up, and I can't believe, that I've never known about this place before. Never, ever heard of this place before. And I'm like, damn, I would have went there a lot sooner, but whatever. I finally got out there, and it was well worth the drive. It really was. Yeah, it was cool. So you can expect a lot more of that from me, content wise, finding oddities within
this within this area. There's a lot of oddities that I'd love to share with you guys, and paranormal hot spots, if you will, and just plain odd. There's a lot of it out there, a lot of it that a lot of people just simply, you know, drive on by, walk on by. It's like, oh yeah, that's normal. you know, I don't know about you, but if if I was just, on a drive and I saw that, I would actually stop and do what I did. I even if I didn't know about it, I'm like, hey, that's actually cool. I'd want to know more about it, obviously. Exactly what kind of gate is that? That's odd. The turnstile, the metal, the iron. There's got to be a reasoning, and of course, yeah, or a prison. Yeah, there's lots of prisons. A lot of prisons that aren't in use anymore that you know could take you to Kingston Penitentiary. Actually, is one of them that you could do a walk through, which is really cool. Where they had Paul Bernardo. Some of you may know that name, Paul Bernardo. Probably a lot of you may know that name. Paul Bernardo was there before they got rid of it. But yeah, interesting. So yeah, I think this year I'm going to do a lot of road tripping locally, rather than trip down to the States. I did a lot of that over the years. A lot of road tripping to the U.S. and checking out a lot of their haunted hotspots and investigating them and so on and so on. But with how things are, obviously, I felt that now's the best time to do things locally, like just Canada wide, actually, and showing you guys that there are some really, really cool places here in Canada, some extremely cool places. I mean, obviously they don't have the type of history that a lot of places, say, over in the UK and Europe and so on have it, the length of history, but they do have nonetheless some pretty intriguing history. And that's what we've been trying to do over the past couple shows, before Richard, talking about the small little town of Wilno and the history of vampires, and again, the Witch's Gate. Yes. What do you think, Pop? Question marks. What are you questioning? Question everything, please. Hey, Pedals, how are you? Good to see you. Hope you are well. Hope you're enjoying your day so far. I will go for maybe another 20 more minutes, I believe, and then I got to get going. You put question marks, Pump. What about what? You put question marks. So we were just wondering what you're putting question marks about, Pump. Yeah. So yeah, you can expect more oddities. During our hiatus, the show's hiatus. Once again, our last show will either be June 7th, which is this Sunday, or next Sunday, most likely next Sunday. Awesome. Vacations are the best. Hope you're going to a cool place and enjoy your vacation. Yeah, vacations are awesome. I miss the grand vacations. Oh, this question is about the Dracula prison comment. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, lost my train of thought. But yeah, a lot of stuff during our time hiatus between seasons. Again, season 19 starts in September. And usually when Alex and I start the new season up in the fall, we like to go with the fall sort of. We both love the fall. The fall is our favorite time of the year. So the shows will be packed
with fall sort of mythical strangeness, supernatural, paranormal sort of, look at scary crap that happens in the fall sort of thing. That's what we like to do. We like to do that, kick off the season. And I think this year we're going to get a little bit more traditional with it, you know, a little bit more traditional with it. We drive to Tennessee. There you go, Mike, in Michael's neck of the woods. Yeah, I absolutely love the fall, Pedals. I mean, there's nothing like the fall. The smell, the atmosphere, everything, just everything about the fall rings so true to me. I know Alex is the same way. So we try to kind of, you know, give that essence back to maybe people who aren't able to kind of experience that in their neck of the woods, in their part of the world where they may not have fall like we do here, like the trees and whatever, just whatever. Because I mean, in the US, Halloween, man, is that's where it's at. That's where it at. That's where it at. That's where it's at. I mean, Canada, it's good here, but it's not as good as in the US. I fucking love going to the US during Halloween and leading up to Halloween. And you guys know me, I do up my house for Halloween. I decorate my house like there's no tomorrow. And I enjoy going down there and picking stuff up, some new stuff. Take it easy, Pump. Take care. Again, thanks again, sir. You've been very kind. Really appreciate it. Yeah. So, and again, with how things have been going, it might be a little tough this year. So a lot of purchases may be online for me, and I don't want to. Well, thank you, Sage. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Awesome. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of the community. And again, what I'll do is I know I got to start putting up more content for the members only. We may even have a members only chat too soon. I think we'll do that for all you guys that are a part of the nocturnal being community, if you will. But thank you very much for being a part of it, Sage. Really appreciate it. Really do. And quite literally, Alex and I are saying, we might give away stuff in these on these members only chats. So hey, you never know. We're spontaneous when it comes to shit like that. So you never know. We may do something like that. So that might be coming up. And not worried about special. No, I get it, but I like to give back. You guys have been so kind and continuously supporting. So you guys do deserve that much. So yeah. But yeah. So that may happen probably, like I said, more towards when we finish off this season 18. Most likely June 14th this year. Because we're still waiting to hear back from a guest that we've invited back on the show that is really cool. And I don't want to say too much. I don't want to give away too much right now. But hopefully we hear back soon about if they're able to make it or not. Because we like to have people like that. I did put an invite out to 2 people to come on the show and help us finish off the season. Didn't hear back. I mean, I did invite Carl of Dark Arts back on. We got to do a proper show with him. He's busy, I get it, but I haven't heard back as to if he's going to do it or not. and of course, everybody's favorite person, Beardo. We do love to get, the debunker sort of aspect out of our blood as well. So I mean that's not happening because I haven't heard back from Beardo. So I've given him more than enough chances to get back to me. So I'm not chasing him down. I'm sorry, you're not that important to chase down, Beardo. So the invite's there. Either you accept it or not. You know my email. You get back to me and let me know. If not, oh well, such as they go. But that's the way it goes, right? You're not that important to chase after. Um. So yeah, that is down the pipeline. Like I said, this Sunday and the 14th are the last two shows. The last two shows. Um for season 18, and then season 19 I begin scheduling in late July, early August, for the new show. So hopefully we're gonna have some really, really cool guests, different guests, um for you guys in the new season. But like I said, we do come in during the summer and do special lives, bonus shows and so on and so on. Just open discussions. We do like our open discussions. We do love having people come in and just talk about whatever. Just kind of getting caught up with everybody and having everybody, everyone has a chance to say what they need to say and ask what they need to ask and just discuss whatever you want to discuss. I mean, it's all about you guys. So I mean, that's we enjoy doing that as well. So that I'm sure we'll do a few times during the summer months as well. So yeah, but okay. So I think that's about it for now. Again, I will let you know what's going on with this Sunday show. Again, I'm hoping to have something in the brewing by Wednesday. So Wednesday, hopefully, I will have an announcement for you guys. Can't say. Well, no, exactly. They were more than invited, both of them. And it bothers me that these people think they're above and beyond. You're not. You're not. Bring it back down to reality. You're on the same level as us all, right? You're no bigger than anybody else, no more special than anyone else. But we've invited you to be a part of our show. And if you don't want to, then fine. That's the way it goes. Until Sunday, I don't know. I may be in Thursday. I don't know. Thursday, I might go and explore. Depending on how things are. I might explore and bring you guys some more wonderful visuals and so on and so on. Until then, guys, you guys take care. Be well, and most of all, stay strange. That's the most important key thing to life is staying strange. Take care, guys, and be well.